Y'all, Dress to Impress might finally be getting rid of the dressing rooms. And if you know, you know, this is some huge news. But if you guys don't know the lore behind the dressing rooms, basically they were introduced to, you know, save some space, and people just didn't really like them once they came out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of this. I don't really like the dressing rooms. I mean, now I don't really mind them. I think they're nice because everything's in like one spot. But a lot of people didn't like this because before in Dress to Impress, this is like the old version here, there was a code button. You would type in the code, and in this little box, you would have all the code items. So you didn't have to go anywhere to like put these things on. You could like walk around and put stuff on. So it like saved time, if that makes sense. So if I was walking around, I could like click this button and then things would pop up and you can just like put things on while you're walking into VIP or something, you know? So if you want to save time, you can keep putting things on. But then everything changed once dressing rooms were, you know, added into the game. And then around 6 months ago, I made this video using only dressing rooms before they get removed because they said they were removing the dressing rooms. And then guess what, guys? They didn't. They never removed them. And a lot of people were wondering why or what's going on, what's happening. No one really knew what happened or what's going on. Then they had a chest to make things a little bit easier to like get rid of the dressing rooms, but that also backfired because people didn't like the chest either. Like it was just like no winning. So they kept the dressing rooms because the chest didn't work, and now they just have way too many items. Like if they took everything out of the dressing rooms and put it on the map would just become way too big, and then people would complain that it's too big. Like people are already complaining that it's massive, right? Like it is massive, it's big. Like in the recent culture update, they literally had to add a whole new section, which is like miles away from like the main spawn point. But that's the lore behind the dressing rooms. But Zach just tweeted this out because they are revisiting the option of removing them. He said, "Hey guys, I just want to hear some opinions about the future of Dress to Impress, more specifically the dressing room / chest. We've been trying to get rid of the dressing rooms for 6 to 7 updates for now, and our ideas keep falling short, so I think it's time we ask for your help on what we should do." So there's around 150 items in the dressing rooms, around 50 in chests, and they already have 300 items on the map. So this is an idea that they had. So we get rid of the dressing rooms and chests entirely and reintroduce the code style UI back, which is the UI that I just talked about, which is something they talked about before. I thought they were adding this in like a couple of, you know, updates, but make it an inventory system so you can favorite items, there'll be categories, and you can filter clothing. And they're trying to make Dress to Impress just easier because they found out through their community polls and things like that, like newer players are just having a hard time playing the game. And if you guys don't know, this is what happens to a lot of games. So once they update a lot of things change, it gets a little harder, and if you didn't start playing from the beginning, you're just really confused, right? Like imagine if you just start playing Lana lore from like the middle, you won't know what happened before, right? So they're just trying to make the game a little bit easier for everybody, like new players. And I really like this code button. It was super simple, super easy. I could just put things on, you know. So what I'm guessing is that they're just gonna make an inventory button, like, you know, Brookhaven and Bloxburg, they have like a backpack button where you can like bring things out just, you know, on the spot. So I'm guessing all of this dressing room stuff is gonna be in that code button. So if you click on codes, a whole inventory will pop up and you can walk around perhaps putting clothes on, which I think is an amazing idea. I'm not gonna lie, I know they were a little worried that, oh, it's just gonna make the game a little too easy. I think people don't think it's long enough still. So like 6 minutes is still not long enough. So I think this will be a lot better for everyone. And I mean, if you finish your outfit before the 6 minutes is over, then go get a snack, you know? But then they asked for some suggestions and a lot of people replied. So we're gonna take a look at that. So Kat over here made something that I have been wanting for a very, very long time. She made up 3 mock-ups, like go cat here. I'm gonna open up all these images in some new tabs so you can like zoom in a little bit. I talked about these exact things that I wanted a while back in some of the videos, so this is amazing. So basically you can filter things. So this is one of the mock-ups she made. You can like check mark tops, bottoms, shoes, and dresses, and then they pop up. Or we can do this one where they have all the symbols on the side, like shoes, accessories, shirts, and then those things pop up. This is something that I wanted. I wanted this. This is what I said I would like a while back, where there will be these things. Or they can have more categories. So like they have shirts, pants, dresses, and all that. And then on the bottom, then maybe they could do like categories. Like that would be nice, like trophy items, like what we already have in the dressing rooms. If I go back to the dressing rooms here, like code items, you know, trophy items, you know, they could probably add that too, but like on the bottom, so like flip-flop. But yes, I love this idea because I need this. It would just make things so much easier, okay, and so much more organized. But Zach, I really like this, so I think this is gonna be something that we see in the future. Monica said, honestly, the dressing rooms have become beloved. So a lot of people do like the dressing rooms, by the way. So to combat this, he said, I totally see it like this too. Everyone has played Dress to Impress so far, used it, but we found it difficult for new players. So a lot of people like the dressing rooms. I think, okay, so basically the dressing rooms might not be removed. This is what I'm getting at, okay? So what I'm getting at is that they are just trying to make the dressing rooms better, and I think this would be great, like a great option. You know, that's what everyone has been, I think a lot of people have talked about this, so I'm happy that someone made a mock-up of this because it's amazing. But I also think it would be nice to have the code button back for newer players. So I think the sweet middle would be like keeping the dressing rooms and like getting categories, but then also getting the code button back and having an inventory. So like instead of like chess, right, you take out the chest. I don't think anyone likes the chest. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys like the chest. But I say we just take out the chest, have the inventory button as our secondary option, and then having dressing rooms if you like them. You know what I mean? So you can use both. I honestly love the dressing rooms now. I think the change would have had to adjust. I personally don't ever use chess. Yeah, see, nobody uses the chess. I love the dressing rooms. Okay, a lot of people like the dressing rooms. I think I've gotten used to the dressing rooms. I don't really hate them anymore. Oh, somebody likes the chess, guys. Oopsie. I really like the chess though. They keep the fun of running around the map. Some people like the run. Some people like the chase. We love it. As long as people can access their inventory, I think it's the most important. I think, what is this? This is a concept to help with lag on the main game. Jewelry, a jewelry box. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, I would hate this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want things more in boxes or things like that because I have a hard time seeing things, guys. I just want them out in the open, but I know they can't do that because there's so many items. I used to loathe the addition of dressing rooms, but I tolerate them now. I think it's a mix, guys. Some people like dressing rooms, some people hate them, some people like chess, some people hate them, and some people want the code thing back. I just say keep it how it is, add some categories in the dressing room, bring back this code thing for the new players and for anyone who else wants to use it, put the inventory in there, and boom, we can have everything. I think that way, then you're not forced to use the chest or the dressing room or the code button. You can just use whatever you like and you can play however you like, which is awesome because, you know, I'm all for like, let people play however they want. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, guys. But yeah, they are having the discussion of possibly not removing the dressing rooms, but they thought about it, but I'm guessing they're not going to remove it. Maybe just add some categories. Maybe they'll keep the chest as well and then add the code button back, so then we can have everything and all of them having I was gonna say having the code button have everything in the dressing room, and if you want to use the dressing room you can, but if you don't want to, you can use the button. You know, I think that works. Sorry, I was just reading these, guys, and I think there's a lot of mixed reviews. So yeah, let's just keep everything. Let's keep everything, guys. You know, add some categories, add the code button back, make everyone happy. Boom, guys, we figured it out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But also in other news, guys, while I was yapping, we have a new summer sneak peek, guys. Look at this. We have a crochet top. Wait, this is so cute. Now I want a crochet top. What the heck? This is adorable. We have like shells. Is this like a swimsuit? Crochet swim top. It is. Wait, this is so cute. I love it. Wait. Also, wait, a special mini live event, guys. What? Okay, so Dress to Impress just tweeted this out. Who's ready to celebrate another DTI summer? Check out the first sneak peek. So they sneak peeked the crochet swim top, but then they said, make sure you're in game at 11 a.m. EST this Saturday for a special mini live event. Everyone who is in game when it will happen gets a special gift. No way, guys. They're pulling a Grow a Garden. If you guys don't know in Grow a Garden, if you were online during the update, during the zombie one, not the zombie, the monster mash, and then also the one before, you got like a chicken jockey. Wait, this is insane, guys. Okay, where I'll be streaming this Saturday on June 7th at 10 a.m. If you guys haven't already subscribed, go subscribe, leave a like, and turn that notification bell on, guys. They're having a live event. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be, but also we got a sneak peek. The summer update's coming, guys. Also, it is June 1st. Happy June, by the way. But there we have it, guys. W yapping session. We also got some news, so W video, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. But if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you guys never miss a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!